We are in Wooden Plains, and I guess we're doing for the Defiance Bay. Where else?
Time to see and not be seen.
Another these ones? Oh yes. It's nice that they put it in here. Lurker! We could go to other Twin Elms, but no, this is not our path. At least I don't know about it. Another one. Damn! Damn you!
As you wish. Well?
A body, dead barbarian. It's stuff on him.
And what does the flame reveal?
That seems as everything.
Hush, Itumak.
She looks nice. Sagami, a dwarven woman dressed in skin and hides, lean against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrow with a crimson-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bare figure between her feet. A large white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Now another party member? You seem lost. She lifts her head and looks at you. I know exactly where am I. It's my friend who's lost. What are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Well, this friend, it's like it was your friend for a very long time, or is it like very, very old friend? Standing around here is probably not the most productive thing you could do. Perhaps not, but running around all over the driver hasn't done much good so far. The fox next to her yawns. Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in Derwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, didn't I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for Persok? Iparian brows lower her compact muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember? Who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Actually, I know how you feel.
Then you have my sympathies. Hopefully you've got a better lead than I do.
How does the statue figure it into it? How does that statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small fun palm. It's carved in the shape of bear, smooth around and polished. Other is worn to dual mate along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she told it to you, you feel a wisp of sensation, not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. The whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
What's the wolf's lair? Defiance Bay, locals call it current deck wolf green. Sounds like he had fun during Rift. Is Twin Trees a real place? He meant Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I heard they have some especially memorable trees. Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
Actually, I'm interested in it. What if I am Persok? Not to disappoint you, but there's no chance. This thing will glow like a torch. May I see the figurine?
Why?
Ah, I'm real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
You have nothing to lose by letting me try.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but curious. You raise the other bear, turning it into light. As your eyes catch a teeny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff or looking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't yours own. You catch the musk of bees amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your steps up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below. I've got it, standing on a cliff. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does it sound familiar? I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you, I'm Watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating. I know this sounds strange, but it's true.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Leave. Come with me, I've got other business in the area, and we can look for a press cook on the way.
If this is your idea of a joke, you may be stuck with me for a while. Lead the way.
We have
What
another
is it?
member, and we have 2 wolves. Actually, we have Fox. What Fox do? She has endurance 70. Whoa, wait, I actually went from the wrong form. Health 360. No, that's interesting.
Point the way.
Marked prey. It will be interesting. I actually would love one more tank, but an actually party full of rangers. There will be this is max, right? This is max party we can have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean 12. You would have group of 12. 6 beasts and 6 rangers.
Point the way.
That
I'll
will
take
be
care of
interesting. I want to really try it out. And can we long hunt? But I don't saw them. He saw them. Standing close cliffs overlooking the water. But however, his now must be here. A cliffs overlooking water. Actually, there might be anywhere. It might be here. It might be in the pear tree. Not so much here. But those are cliffs. Cliffs usually
Yes.
assume that they are near sea or lake.
As you...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Lord Branviard. Bad visitor leaving in 7 days, 24 hours. Bad visitor? Pay off. Send escort. And this one. Cruel ruler. Let's 7 days. We have some time.
Well?
Yes, that's one of the long. Should be enough, this guy. Yes. Done. Wow. Well, there's going to be funny city.
Hello? Hello?
Come on, Ardos, I do have nothing. Nothing. Work on defense by watch yourself in your city, understood? So they're going to let me in. Okay. Something here, food, thank you, food. It ends here. That's all. So they could let me just.
Defiance Bay, the city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution, now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Done. Let's see if there will be people even it's it's okay. It's okay. It's not don't need to discover it. We're going to spend some time here.
The City of Defiance, crown jewel of the Deerwood, if you ask the locals.
Roman arms are crossed and his mouth is set in grim frown as he watches the gathered protectors. He looks ready for fight. He sees up. New in town, eh? You've picked up interesting time to the Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing to frontier and finding legacy no better here. Is the animators Mangaran scrouged them? They nest in this city like rats. You mark my words though, as dozen are gonna put a stop to it. What are you doing out here? He gestured at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter, trying to get folks to see reason. We are in midst of crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the duck is granting animators dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's the study of and manipulation of essence, which any sane person, I'll tell you, is the purview of the gods. The Adrians at last had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul reading those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Anglican times, which is why you'll see animators tinkering with old Anglican artifacts. Half trust, all but he's an enthusiastic performer, I give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is the animators got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not they all will admit it. Our emphatic friend is correct about one thing at least. But just farewell. Okay, we are in the inn, resolving dispute between the guy in granary and one brute. You already saw these guys, right? I wonder where they are. It should be somewhere here. Is in guest? Nope. Nope. Oh, these? No. No. Nope. Where are you guys? Come on. Grab drink, friend. Not much else from this town. Says the one from Tane. Oh, they are these guys. Should have been so difficult to appear. This is villager. Nope. This might be on. No, is this server? No.
God's key.
Well, well. Talk of the town you are, and you deign to come our way. What are you here for, foreigner? A toast? Some applause? Careful looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those roadies who attacked me. He wrinkled his nose. Smells like it too. I saw you outside of the mail. What was that about? Searching, Angler, searching, look your way. Did business? Let's just say that if you mean to help out around this place, maybe you ought to consider common kit sometimes. Trumbull's thinking he's king of the town, an account of he's got the mail to his name. Thinks it's fair, him giving us barely anything for the wheat we bring him, then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. There's farmers going hungry, while that bastard gets rich of their crops. Corpses, yes, that will too. Maybe he's the one you ought to be asking questions to, stranger. We're tired of him playing Lord. Maybe I could go for you. What are you doing? Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Senor eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighed. You're right, things go on like they are, we're just going to end up hanging from the tree up there. He looks to his comrades. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. That's it. Don't know what we will do now. With the crops failing, haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pesca needs a hand around the inn. Now there was question, okay. Well, it wasn't that hard. Trumbull nods at you, keeping a wary eye on both you and the door. You're back? What is it? Ah, I spoke to Swainer. Trumbull tasked deep breath. And you? And? What did he say? I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why, that's really... Ooh, that's great news. I wasn't sure you would get through to him. They're out of their minds with drinking half the time. I owe you a great debt here. He pulls a purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. You are very moderate positive. If I knew how much he can... Glad to help. Now we stand chance of getting through the year. Trumbull smiles broadly. All thanks to you, safe travels, friend. How much? How much? How much? 20 copper? I could keep that. This is stealing, right?